Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Carlos Correa will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Paredes is in pursuit, and that's the second out of the inning. And this will prove to be a heads-up play at first as he tags up and moves into scoring position now. With a moment now, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
3 and
I want my run producer swinging the bat. Probably not.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the swung on and hit in the air. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 2 left. Lance McCullers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, in his last start, didn't seem to have as good control. Ended up walking 5 guys. Going to have to make an adjustment and be better here in this one.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Oh, he reaches out for a fastball this time and drives it high in the air to deep left center field. And it will indeed get out of here. Gone. A home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Oh, and his great year just keeps going on and on. Like you say, that's home run number 40 on the year now. He's definitely making a case to be in the running to take some hardware home at the end of the season.
Jonathan Schoop swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Two and one.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
To 2-2 now.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Marisnick going back. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batting third baseman
Manny Machado will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Ball that doesn't miss by much. And
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time to try to
in front. Now that we have a chance, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can tell as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
A windup and the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That misses. 1-2.
And that's his strike. Guys swing right over the top of that. That's a great job there just to hold off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody along.
So would the guy on the mound.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Line toward the alley in left center. Marisnik is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. J.J. Hardy will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Tillman's ready. 2-2 on its way. Swinging a hard liner to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, first baseman number 19,
Matt Duffy will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
batting 8, left fielder
Jake Marisnik will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage.
That's a ball.
There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Lifted in the air out to right. Paredes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Mark Trumbo will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And he lays off there 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. The trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Chopped weakly to the left. Valbuena's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
batting 6.
In now, Caleb Joseph, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he drops it. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Standing in now, Ryan Flaherty. As he'll swing and lift the foul ball off to the left and out of play. High pop-up. Duffy just to the right of the mound. And that's the third out. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Orioles 1 and the Astros nothing. Max Stassi will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his numbers have been kind of ugly for the entire season, but guess what? Over his last 10 games, he's hitting over 400.
Looked like he wanted to clobber that one, but it's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single. So a one-out base hit has him aboard here in the third, and that seems as good a time as any to check out our league leaderboard in hits.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. When you're having that kind of success at the plate, it just builds confidence. Another nice game for him here as well.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. So a chance here to perhaps get on the board for the first time as he's into scoring position on the stolen base. And as you can see on the graphic, his total currently leads this Astros ball club.
Yeah, he's the one guy on this team that you have to keep an eye on, or he'll be gone. Pretty evident right there.
One out and a runner on second base. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away. So stepping in, Carlos Correa, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Machado has it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment. Pedro Velasquez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Jimmy Paredes comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Got him.
A good heater right there. We'll take a look at it again on show track.
Number 44.
Guys, that's already his second strikeout of the inning, and he's done it on the minimum of 6 pitches.
Stepping in now, number 44. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And after giving up the home run last time, he's just making sure that guy doesn't get too comfortable up there. I can't say I blame him.
Tap foul at home plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Stassi is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they're up 1-0. George Springer is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
And this runs in.
The batter.
This is a tough pitch running in. Looked like he left himself a little too exposed that time, and yeah, that gets him right in the forearm area. Not a great spot to get hit, let me tell you.
He's running towards second. Is a low one, but he's able. Error, a nice play.
First baseman
Digging in to try it again. Matt Duffy. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Starts him with the knuckle curve high for ball one. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. Now a long throw home. And the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1. Jake Marisnick steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs. This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Max Stassi is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The second baseman,
Jose Altuve steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Flaherty ranging back. 1 run scores. Marisnick scores.
He just puts an absolute charge into this ball. You can see it just splits the gap and heads out to the wall. By then it was just a question of whether it was going to score 2 or 3, but they'll wind up holding that 3rd runner, making this a 2-run double.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, and don't think he doesn't know it. He may not get a better one the rest of the night.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Astros 3 and the Orioles 1. A A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Stassi is up with it. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Striding into the box, Manny Machado. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
After battling injuries in previous years, Manny Machado showed everybody what he could do in 2015. He got named to the All-Star team, he participated in the Home Run Derby, and he won another Gold Glove.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number two.
The key here as a first baseman, you've got to be able to stay focused on the baseball, which is easy for me to say. I don't have half a bat heading my way, but that's a nice job down there to take this one in.
Popped high in the air. Valbuena is there for it. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Carlos Correa come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Out in front of it, strike one. Tillman into his motion, coming at him with the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here it comes, 0-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number one.
The right fielder, number 4,
George Springer digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Luis Valbuena stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the seats, 0-1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
Not only is he close to going through the heart of this lineup, he may even strike out the side.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Mark Trumbo will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Here comes the first pitch. Caleb Joseph is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Here it comes on 1-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Correa takes it in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The left fielder.
Ryan Flaherty in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Orioles have cut it to 1. It's now a 3-2 ball game. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. To short, hit hard. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Orioles draw closer. J.J. Hardy will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning.
J.J. Hardy.
Tillman's got his target. Here's the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away.
First baseman number 19.
Matt Duffy will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
In there, no balls and a strike. Hit softly on the ground to third. Machado gloves it on to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Jake Marisnick will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Grounded back up the middle. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman. Jimmy Paredes will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had him off balance all game.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting, number 44.
Number 44 steps in now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Settling under it is Marisnick for out number 2.
the shortstop.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3. Max Stassi is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Catcher, Max Stassi.
First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Jose Altuve ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Hit hard to short. Scope has it. A bare hand for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they still lead it 3-2. Manny Machado will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Swung on and chopped to third. There is Valbuena. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. A chance for last year's MVP runner-up with the bases empty and 1 away. Here's Chris Davis. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Still 2-2. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Marisnick is under it. He's got it, and there are 2. Mark Trumbo come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Boy, we've seen a lot of guys be late on that fastball tonight, and I think that all comes from being a little over-aggressive.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. So nothing happened. Carlos Correa will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one, 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And another foul ball. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Taken in by Scope. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Right fielder.
Stepping in, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that misses for ball 1. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple. Luis Valbuena will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Chopped foul right at home plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Oh, and that's a big pitch right there to get that pop-up. That keeps the runner stuck tight to third base. And now with 2 away, your chances of getting that run home just took a big hit.
J.J. Hardy will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Caleb Joseph digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And a ball, 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hard hit ball to second. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Ryan Flaherty stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Remember that he hit a changeup, so it will be interesting right here to see if they just stick with hard stuff.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles.
Pedro Velasquez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Looking up is Marisnick. And this one is gone. A home run. And how about that? Pedro Velasquez has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the base.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Orioles able to square things up on the solo home run. A beautiful nighttime view there of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the 9th in this one. Tom Noonan is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jake Marisnick. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
On the ground to third. Taken in by Machado. In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting. Catcher.
Now at the plate, Max Stassi. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Pulls the string on that one. One strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches. Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Tom Noonan will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Number 44 is at the plate as he watches ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. Two close pitches, two good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, pretty clear that there's no way he's looking for a 3-1 changeup. He was coming out of his shoes there.
And that misses here, ball four. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half. First pitch on its way. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Altuve for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Third baseman, number 13.
Manny Machado has a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
And in the field, I got to expect them to be playing what's called no doubles defense, Matt. Basically, you got to guard the lines in the infield, and in the outfield, play deep enough so that you can cut off all the gaps.
Here comes the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed, 1-1.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2. Possible winning run on first, one man away. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
First baseman, number 19.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Well, this is exactly where you want that changeup to be. That thing fell right through the bottom of the zone. No chance.
Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. At the plate, Jose Altuve. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Bud Norris will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame.
Number 21, Bud Norris.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. In the air out to left. Flaherty moves over, one down.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Gomez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Norris has his target. First pitch on the way. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one.
Hey, in extra innings, there's no wrong way to get on base. It's not a bad idea.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And a swing and a miss, so a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down. Carlos Correa strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Carlos.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Velasquez is going to have room out there as he... Mark Trumbo stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Mark Trumbo.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Caleb Joseph will step in, a ground out victim his last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Outside, 2-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
That's a good at-bat there. You know, sometimes in extra innings, guys start to chase because they're getting tired and frustrated, and they're looking for 1 big hit. That's not the case here.
Ryan Flaherty is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. Back to first. It's a double. George Springer comes to the plate as the leadoff man here in the 11th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And that'll get through into right, so there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Third baseman,
Luis Valbuena stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Norris sets. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Again, he sends it out of play. Full count, here it comes. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now 5-3. J.J. Hardy stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Tom Noonan stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
High in the air and deep down the left field line. And that is a foul ball. Just missing extra bases deep in the corner. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Hit hard to the right side. He's got it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Ken Giles will come on now, and they've saved him for the 11th as he'll try and take this one home. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Jimmy Paredes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Number 44 steps into the box. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. first pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
2 out, nobody on. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.